Week continues here on Wake Up Today. Every morning, we're talking to an expert about a specific topic and getting some legal information. Right now, we're talking about landlord and tenant laws with Cynthia Moore, attorney for the Housing and Consumer Unit of the Legal Aid Society of Hawaii. Good morning, Cynthia. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning.
Let's begin with tenants. What can tenants expect if they fall behind on rent?
Well, until Act 57 expires in early August, tenants can expect to receive a 15-day notice to pay their rent. Tenant will have an opportunity to try and mediate a solution with their landlord, and if they haven't already done so, they should apply for rental assistance at oneoahu.org. We just got word that rental assistance is expected to end at the end of this month in June. So apply as soon as possible, apply. If they can't resolve the matter with their landlord, the landlord can file for an eviction, at which point the court can still, order mediation, even if it was already attempted. And the tenant should be considering ways to become current on rent and considering what they can do if they can't pay rent. And importantly, the tenant should continue to communicate with their landlord and show up to court, either in person or by Zoom.
So there are some steps that tenants can take. Now, you mentioned Act 57 expiring in August. What happens after that?
Well, when the requirements for a 15-day notice and mediation, which are currently required by Act 57, ends on August 6th, evictions for non-payment of rent will revert back to the 5-day notice for non-payment. So the court may still require mediation as a part of the court process, but it won't be required. And the eviction process will be much, much quicker once Act 57 ends.
What happens if a tenant is paying rent, they've been good about that, and then they receive a notice for something other than non-payment of rent?
Well, even if a tenant has been a good tenant and paid their rent, they can still receive a 45-day notice if their lease is month to month. They can contact legal aid to apply for us to review their notice and, consider their circumstances. And the tenant should also make sure that they show up to court. They can, show up remotely now, or they can go in person. And realistically, the tenant should start considering their exit strategies.
And Cynthia, what are some other common issues tenants may experience?
Well, there are a variety of issues, including repair problems, security deposit issues, harassment, domestic violence, and habitability concerns, or housing discrimination. One issue that we see over and over is a tenant who can't pay their rent. Tells us that they can. They don't want to live where they are currently because of the conditions or because of bad relations with their landlord or something else, but they can't afford to move. They can't find a place. These tenants should be looking at resources such as Partners in Care or the Landlord Engagement Program when they're on the verge of being houseless.
All right, and if you're a tenant or you're a landlord and you'd like more free information, the phone line will be open again tonight and this week during Law Week. Now, for legal information, you can also stop by pop-up clinics across the state. There's a phone line number, 808-537-1868. And of course, again, in-person information available across the state. Here's one on Oahu, as well as the Big Island and Kauai and Maui. We have all that information on our website as well, KHON2.com.